Hello. I just wanted to make a quick video, kind of like an update how my Q4 was. And my Q4 was pretty good, but it's never as good as you want it to be. So that's the truth. And like tons of other people in the Amazon space, I totally accept the thought, and I think it's a good thought pattern not to let the fears of the recession, set you back, and that you can still grow. But some of the smartest people in the space are downsizing and trying to make what they have, instead of growing exponential, they want to make what they have more profitable. And I always just pick numbers, but 100 grand at 15% is the same as 200 grand at 7.5, and there is a hell of a lot less work. So I believe I'm noticing the sales drop, and I think a lot of people are, I'm moving away from clothing as much, Nike with high returns. People, you see these just amazing sale charts, $200,000 months, but I would be, and I'm not knocking that, obviously, because I like them too, but I would love to see the full months or year after taxes and after returns. Returns are a legitimate business, and once it's been returned, I get it. Many times you can sell it as new, possibly. Technically, you probably shouldn't. I don't. But if you think brand, half the time they come back without boxes, shoes, and many things come poly bagged, still sealed in your poly bag. So that's a fair point. You know what I mean? That's brand new, but I usually still don't sell it. I'm just not really about it because I really need my Amazon account. But I mean, after return, if you have a $50 pair of shoes, you're selling it for $90, and it gets returned, you're getting a $5 ding for the return. You can't sell it as new. And I totally agree that it might be 10%, 15%, but your margins have to be big to make up for that 10, 15%. And it's not like it's going to go to zero. You're going to sell on Facebook Marketplace for $30. But the point, long story short, I'm moving into much more grocery non-returnables. I think Lululemon, all these higher end things like clothing, they're going to take a nosedive. People aren't going to pay in a recession $80 for a bag, and especially when they find out it's $38 on Lulu, and that was a huge bolo, and people were making bank off of it. And I just read today people complaining about the returns. They saw it on Lululemon for $38. They looked down at Christmas, they paid $78. You're gonna get a return or a complaint, and that's all in the name of the game. So I'm just trying to move away from those items. By the way, that might be a great reverse sourcing place to start, the Lululemon bags. But and people made bank on, and I'm sure if you bought 50, you're still profitable possibly. But I've just heard the returns are crazy, and the idea that people are gonna, I think at Christmas time, but people paying $75 for a hoodie, I don't know how many people are still going to be doing that. So moving away, but they're still going to need their vitamins. Their little guilty pleasures might be, instead of buying a $40 hat, it might be a bag of chocolate, 2 bags of chocolate. So I think that's the way to think. And I'm certainly hearing a lot of other people go that route. The same thought pattern, the same idea going towards that. So those are my thoughts. Like I said, I'd love to hear anybody else's Q4. I know some people crushed it. And I had my best month ever in December. By far, it was like double, So I'm excited, but I've seen a drastic drop off. And the returns were not, another thing with clothes are, geez, I'm buying a big truck. Another thing with clothes is some things are way less likely to be returned. People, socks, as long as you're right, if you buy a pair of socks, it's like a 4 size thing. So if you know your shoe size and you buy a size too big, well, it's probably going to be fine. Or they gift it to someone else. So I'm seeing much less returns on socks or something. But shoes, I mean, I know people, they told me this, it breaks my heart. They buy, if they're a size 9, I think they buy a size 9, 10, and then just accept they're going to return the one. And Amazon's been better about looking at them and seeing that they were really never used and putting them back in your inventory. But I mean, if the box gets crushed, if they ship it back crazy, you're out of luck, man. And people would see, the spend goals. Well, it's really easy to hit spend goals when you're buying 10 pairs of $60, $50, $75 shoes. So they would have these outrageous spend. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. I have much love for the Amazon space. I just think currently, a lot of people are moving in a different direction. That's towards non-returnables, towards grocery. They're really, instead of, doubling their sales, they're saying, let me make more sales, but let me make a higher percentage, and let me not have to deal with the returns. So I'm excited for Amazon this year. I think we're going to weed out. I think certain parts are definitely saturated, but people are going to get weeded out. I mean, people are going to say, you know what, this is too much work, this is too much of a headache, and people are going to get weeded out, and that's it, and those who stay will prosper. You definitely can be a full-time Amazon seller. That's what I am, and it is totally doable. So those are my thoughts on Q4 and where the Amazon is heading today. Let me know your thoughts. Have a great day.